I'm pretty sure that we all know that we should be drinking water, right? Well, what is our body doing with it? And if we don't have enough, what happens? Well, in today's video, we're going to dive deep, but keep it simple as to why you need water, how much you need, but most importantly, while we're all here, what role does water play in fat loss and weight loss? What's up, guys? This is Kelly, your favorite functional medicine nutritionist, your favorite personal trainer, your favorite all things health, from disease diagnosis to disease reversal. I am excited for this video because hydration will completely change your life. Knowing proper hydration will completely change your life, as it did mine. Let's get into it. Now, before we dive deep into how much water we need and how to drink water properly so it can properly hydrate our body, I need you guys to understand how important water is, okay? Now, as we all know, hydration is two-part, but water is H2O. Hydration is H2O plus your electrolytes. And we're going to get into that. But simply, water is 60% of your body, which means it's over half of your body, which means as it is running out on a day-to-day basis from a variety of different things, you need to replenish it on a day-to-day basis. Just like you go to sleep every day, just like you have to pee every day, just like you have to go to work every day, your body needs replenishing, as does everything else in your body. But let me tell you why water is so important. The number one element that our body needs to survive is what? I'm going to pause and let you guys think about it. What is the number one element that you need to survive? I'm going to give you a clue. If you don't have this, then you will not last longer than 3 minutes, especially if you don't practice holding your breath. This number one element is oxygen. So oxygen is the number one element that we need to survive. Right after that, as we're talking about our survival rate, right after that is water. We can probably go about 2 weeks without water, right? And in some cases lesser, some cases more. Just depends on the environment and a variety of different things. But our body requires a significant amount of water to survive. Right outside of that is your sodium. Right outside of that is your potassium. We'll get into the electrolytes a little bit later, but I need you guys to understand that water is essential for survival. That means that if you don't have it in your body and you are not replenishing every day, your body is slowly dying. With that being said, water is used in every single cell, in every single function in the body. Without water, it is very hard for you to use the restroom. Without water, you will have poor sleep quality. Without water, you will not produce saliva. Without water, you will not be able to regulate your body temperature. Without water, there'll be a variety of different things that your body can't do because it needs water to be the catalyst. Another reason why this is so important, I need everybody to understand this. If we fill up a bottle, and maybe let's just say half of the bottle has rocks or sand or whatever, and we need those rocks or sand or whatever to come out of the bottle and to flow into some other area or whatever the case may be, you need a catalyst. Water is a transporter, right? It's a transporter of vitamins. It is a transporter of minerals. It's a transporter of waste. And if you don't have this transporter, then the elements will not move, okay? This is why water, H2O, simply water, is vitally important, because your body becomes stuck, aka is what we're going to get into, which is weight loss and fat loss. It is stuck because you don't have the transporter, okay? So with that being said, if we fill the water bottle up, or the bottle up, with sand and rocks or whatever, and we have no transporter, we have no fluid to push it out, it will stay in there. You'll have a buildup of all these nutrients. Yes, you're taking all your vitamins, your minerals, your supplements, you're eating all the good food. But if it doesn't have the transporter to get to the places that it needs inside of the cells, what are you doing? Okay, so that in itself is why water is so vitally important. And if you're not having water, I'm going to teach you how much water you need to just survive for the day, but I'm also going to tell you how you lose water and how it's utilized for fat loss. All right, so this is based off a variety of different studies, and I'm going to read this off to you guys so you can understand what your body is utilizing in water every single day. So you know this is the baseline, okay, of how much water that your body is leaving, how much water is leaving your body every day, as to how much water you should replenish, okay? So your kidneys lose 1.5 liter of water every single day. Your colon loses 0.3, your lungs lose 0.2, and your skin through sweat or whatever lose 0.5, equaling up to about 2 liters of water. And if we break it down to ounces, it's about 67, 68 ounces per day that your body is losing, right? Now, so with that being said, if you're not just having the 67, 68 ounces of water per day, your body is in an extreme deficit, okay? So that doesn't take into account how much you sweat. That doesn't take into account the type of foods that you eat. That doesn't take into account how much you stress. And in all three of these situations, your body is still losing water, right? So with that being said, not only do you need the 67 or 68 ounces just to survive, you need more than that to replenish what you lose from stress, from sweat, from working out, from coffee. Did you guys know this? 1 cup of coffee, you don't believe me? Look up the studies. 1 cup of coffee depletes your vitamins, your minerals, your electrolytes, but more so your water, as to 5 cups of water. 1 cup of coffee depletes 5 cups of water in your body. So if you wake up and you are not drinking water, but you drink a cup of coffee, and you decide again to put sugar in, because sugar also dehydrates you. So you drink this 1 cup of coffee. So it's almost like you took an internal bath with coffee. Just imagine if you were to take a bath and you bathe yourself first thing in the morning with coffee versus water. You're not cleansing yourself, you're dehydrating yourself. So with that being said, I just want you to calculate for yourself if the American standard is drinking 8 cups of water a day, which doesn't work for anybody in this atmosphere. And I'll get into why that is. 8 cups of water, or half your body weight in water. And if you calculate that for yourself, and that's around the 67, 68 ounces of water, I want you to go ahead and add in a variety of different things so you can kind of understand exactly what your body's doing. When you're under stress, you're constantly depleting water. Your body is constantly utilizing the water and the electrolytes and the nutrients to survive, right? So with that being said, not only will you need more water, can't say how much that'll be for you, everybody's body's different, but I'll tell you what my calculation is once we're done with this. You have to equate more water, more cups for stress. You need to add in more cups of water for coffee. You need to add in more cups of water for the environment, because there's toxins in the air that also pull water out and add toxins into your body. And you need the water as a transporter to pull them out. You have to add in how much you work out a day. You have to add in how much you sleep, or lack thereof, or how you sleep. You need to add in for your hormonal changes. A lot of women that are going through menopause or your cycle's on, you need more water. You need to, you also need to add in based off of the foods that you eat. Yes, you're eating hydrating foods, but what if you're eating dehydrating foods? What if you're eating a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar, right? Just to put that into perspective, a woman can only process 25 grams of sugar a day, while a man can process 37.5 grams of sugar a day. So if you're reading the back of whatever packaging of food that you're eating, which you shouldn't be eating, but I'm just going ahead and throw that out there, and it says more than that, just know that your body is requiring more, right? So give you an instance. With my body and with stress levels, that let's just say this is something in the past, stress levels, if I drink coffee or caffeine, which I do have a caffeine drink once a day, but I'm outside a lot and I love to do cardio. I've equated for my body, this is not yours, that I have to drink 168 ounces of water a day, right? Now I know a lot of people are going to say, oh man, that's so much, and this, that, and the third, or whatever. Well, you know, different environments require different amounts of water. If I'm sweating outside all day long, you're not going to say 168 ounces of water is a lot or too much, because you know that I'm outside sweating. However, because you can't see it, you may not think that it's adequate. You can't see stress. You can't see environmental toxins. You can't see different variety of elements and emotions and how your body heats and cools and all these different things. You think that it's not there, but it's there. So we can go in, and if you guys have questions, you want to calculate how much ounces your body may need, I will help you do that. But just know, with that being said, if my body requires 168 ounces of water a day, it is far from half your body weight. It is far from 8 cups of water a day, because my environment requires more. And I want to tell you guys how you can drink your water properly so it is properly hydrating you. And you're not just drinking water just to get it into your body, but we're getting it into the cells, right? So now that you've already been convicted, oh my goodness, I'm really not drinking enough water. I really need to get it together. My body is chronically dehydrated. All of the things in my body is stuck because I don't have a transporter. Okay, how do I hydrate my body? Well, let's think about it. When you wake up in the morning, okay, we're just going to use it as a car because I want you to truly understand what I'm about to say. When you wake up in the morning and it's cold outside and you get in your car, you turn it on. Do you immediately take off? No, you shouldn't do that. Why? Because depending on your car, whatever type of car, we're not talking about your electric cars, your car needs to warm up. And your car naturally does this, right? After your car warms up, you get in your car, you let it sit for a while. Then you go into the neighborhood, which is about 25 miles per hour. Then you go into the residential area where there's like grocery and shopping. It's probably like 45 miles per hour. Then you hit the highway at 65 miles per hour. Well, if you do it in reverse, you destroy your engine because your car's not fully warmed up. You don't need to go 65 miles an hour as soon as you get into the car because the car's not ready for that. It has been resting all night. It's been in the parking garage all night. Why would you do that to your body? Well, it's the same thing when you wake up and you put coffee in your body. It's not ready to be dehydrated. You just peed. It needs water. When you put sugar in your body, it is not ready to break down the sugar. It's just trying to rejuvenate because you just peed and you just removed all your excess recycled cells through autophagy. When you put anything in your body that is requiring your body to actively work harder than it needs to be without the nutrients, you're doing your body a disservice. So how do you properly hydrate? Well, now you know your ounces. Now you know that you got to get the water in your body. I really don't like to be too technical with a lot of my clients in the beginning because I just want you to drink water. And you know, believe it or not, a lot of people do not drink water. So how do we properly hydrate your body? Well, if we think about that analogy, as we just talked about as a car, we want to slowly and gradually add water in throughout the day in little bits, not large bits. So here's the difference. This is how I hydrate. I wake up in the morning and before I get into that, there's two different type of water systems in your body and where hydration is held. There's intracellular and there's extracellular. Your extracellular is held on through sodium, and your intracellular is in potassium inside of your cells. However, sodium pulls the water in so you can get the water inside of your cells, inside of everything. So then your body can start to balance out, you know, your water levels and your hydration levels. So with that being said, in order to get the water inside of the cells, not just sitting in the stomach, and you can kind of feel when water is not being properly utilized, or when your cells aren't absorbing it because you're bloated, you're puffy, you're constipated, you're irritable, right? That means you need a healthy transporter, which is salt. And I like to use my Celtic salt. I go back and forth between my Celtic salt and Redmond's real salt, whichever one is great for you. I'll link it below. I love them both for a variety of different reasons. So when I wake up in the morning, and I use the analogy as I would as a car, put a little bit of salt, a little crystal of salt on my tongue, allow it to fully dissolve, and then I drink a cup of water. 10 minutes later, do the same thing. I drink a cup of water. 10 minutes later, I do the same thing. Versus, oh, I forgot to drink water. I'm going to chug 32 ounces of water. Then I'm going to chug. By that time, your body has already wakened up. Let me tell you exactly what you do when you chug versus put your water in first thing in the morning and then gradually being on a time schedule. When you're going throughout the day, your brain is thinking, your lungs are emptying and bringing in more oxygen, releasing carbon dioxide, whatever the case may be. Your senses are being activated, your nerves are being activated. So it's utilizing what it has throughout the day versus what is from it, whatever it recycled, right? So if you don't put water in your body first thing in the morning, and you know that water is essential to be the transporter, to be the guidance for all of these different functions that happen in your body, your functions, your nerves, your brain, your lungs, your heart is working so much harder because you're not fueling it. So then you're going to wait to put the water in your body. At the end of the day, it's like, oh, let me play catch up. When your car needs gas, you don't wait till it breaks down and tells you that it needs gas. It gives you a warning light. Say, hey, the warning light, I'm running out. Your warning light in the morning is the same color. It's so crazy. It's the same color as when your gas light comes on, that yellow color. The yellow color from your gas is the same yellow color that your pee is in the morning, telling you that it's dehydrated. You need to hydrate me so I can perform the duties that you want to. I need gas in my car so I can take you where you want to go. I need water in my body so I can take these nutrients where they need to go, take these vitamins where they need to go, allow this heart to pump the way it needs to pump. And by you not filling up with water, just like you don't fill your car up with the gas, guess what? It breaks down. Okay? So I hope this video helped you guys calculate your water. Have a transporter, put a little bit of salt on your tongue, the electrolyte that drives the water into the cells through osmosis. Make sure that you gradually have it in the morning before you start doing everything, going crazy with your workout, eating, drinking, whatever. Hydrate your body so it can function properly, just like your car, and watch your body change. Now, how does this relate to fat burning and weight loss? And I know that's what you all have been waiting for. Well, lipolysis, right? It is the breakdown of fat, right? That is a whole chemical reaction that your body goes through naturally when it's breaking down fat for it to be utilized or to create energy. That's truly what it is, aka keep your body alive and your heart pumping and thumping and just doing all the things. Well, in lipolysis, there is a step that your body has to take first. The very first step in lipolysis is hydrolysis, meaning that your body needs water to break down that fat, to break down those triglycerides. So if your body is dehydrated and fat burning is happening on an empty stomach, it's happening every time you're not eating, it's trying to just keep up with the energy. If you're dehydrated and chronically dehydrated, your body is not breaking down fat because it can't go through hydrolysis because you don't have enough water in your body. So if you've been doing all the things and you're trying to figure out, well, why am I not losing weight? I'm doing all the things. Well, you're chugging your water at the end of the day. You're not drinking properly. The water's not getting into the cells. You're dehydrating your body first thing in the morning. It doesn't matter what you eat. You're not going to lose weight. So I hope that you guys learned so much from this video. You take it, you run with it, and you create the body and the life and the health that you desire to live. See you guys soon.